Hello everyone and welcome back to the Crypto Moses channel. Today we're going to go over Kaspa, why we're seeing it hit all-time highs, and what I think could technically happen next with this situation. So we know that Kaspa had come out roughly, what do we say here? Only about a month to 2 months ago max. Like, we can see that it is one of the newer ones that has made some recent extreme gains. And right now it has hit an all-time high. Let's talk about this article I found, kind of explaining what it did and the situation and see where it could go from their opinion. And then we'll look at the chart because we know we love looking at charts. Now we see a prominent bull run actually happening in motion and Kaspa's accumulation phase with a 70% surge in volume, and we're going to talk about that volume and why volume is so critical when you're trading these, and seeing the higher the volume, the more likely we are to get a bigger breakout consistently, because volume is what moves charts besides just buying power. Now, unlike a lot of these other top coins, Kaspa has maintained a positive trend over the past few months, and we can see that right here in the chart. I did an all-time look at it, look at where it was, and volume wise back then, 8 million, 19 million a day. It hit one big number here at 250, which is what gave it that big surge on March 26th. Now, if we go to where we are today, we're looking at a $500 million daily movement. And look, we even had a day with a $966 million in volume. And if that continues, we know it's going to keep breaking the next set of all-time highs unless we get a big sell. But even then, with the big sell and this many people looking at it and trading it, we have the potential to get to that next all-time high. Now, with a higher high forming and a breakout rally, the Kaspa market is going to approach the $20 billion market stone. It could, right? Now, so let's take a closer look at that breakout event and what they mean. This chart breakdown is perfect. We can see here the trend line going to the top, and it had broken that line that it's been waiting to for what? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taps roughly, and that's in what? 3 months, right? And it's witnessed an 84% year-to-date growth as it forms a new all-time high of 20 cents. Also, remember this, 20 cents is a psychological number. And a lot of times in these charts and tokens and altcoins, whenever they have a psychological number surpassed, we have the capability to get to the next one. And in my opinion, the next one would be 25 cents. Now, right now in the recent cycle, it says it here, we're up by 28% in just this small, quick up cycle. Now, retracing the high and low points of Kaspa within these trend lines, we see this rising wedge formation, which is what it had broken out of now, and we're waiting to see where it will stabilize next, because right now we're waiting for the next all-time high and the next resistance to be formed. As we know that resistance, we will then trade from there and see if it can break out that resistance or if it's going to stay within that resistance and start going down. Then we look for the support it's going to stop out and use that as our next buying position. That's kind of the best way to use this to your advantage. On top of that too, the MACD and the single lines are starting to clear uptrend after days of uncertainty. And I love that because the MACD is basically the perfect equation to find the next uptrend, especially if you're trading just based on charts and you're not necessarily looking at the fundamentals. But this bad boy has some great fundamentals. It's got a lot of good people backing it. And on top of that, it is now passing psychological numbers to be able to get to the next number. I think personally, and I don't know, because right here they're saying, will Kaspa hit the price of $1? We don't know that answer. But after surpassing the 20 cents, my next goal is that it makes it to the 25 cents. This is nice though. The 1.618%, which is a Fibonacci level, you can find videos explaining that below. But once it hits that level, that is a 25 cent number, and 25 cent is another psychological number that should hopefully give it the potential to get to 26, 27. Now, are you a purchaser of Kaspa? Have you been in the market watching it prominently? Look, leave comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Could it hit the next all-time high? Give me your predictions. I'd love to see what you're thinking, and do me a favor, click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next set of videos. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you soon.